Welcome to Video Evolution, evolution in the world of videos. Today we are going to start with the summary of the 13th chapter of Three Men in a Boat. The narrator thought Marlow is a pleasant town with lovely countryside and many historical places, one of which was Bisham Abbey. It was once the home of Anne of Cleves and another time of Queen Elizabeth. It contains a secret room hidden behind its walls. The ghost of the Lady Holy, who beat her little son to death, still walks there at night to wash her hands. Shelley, the composer of famous poem The Revolt of Islam, lived here. Madmen and monks, also known as Hellfire Club, were a fraternity whose motto was "Do as you please," and that invitation still stands over the ruined doorway of the abbey. Another club was as the Cistercian monks, whose abbey was there since 13th century, who didn't eat fish, meat or eggs, and they waited in silence to be able to hear the voice of God. Once the narrator was in lobby of Haymarket stores. There were many dogs who were peacefully waiting for the return of their owners from the shopping. Then came there a young lady with her fox terrier, who are far worse than other dogs, according to the narrator. She tied him between a poodle and a bulldog. After a while, without any agitation by anyone, the fox terrier bit the poodle's leg. After this, he attacked a collie. Then he bit the bulldog's ear. The bulldog bit indiscriminately, and by the time all the dogs started fighting with each other. Then came the young lady and she took up a dog. She complained that people at store should not place savage dog between respectable people's dog, and she left. The narrator loved cat, but Montmorency don't, and he was not blamed at all for this by narrator. One morning, Montmorency saw his enemy cat Tom crossing the street and rushed towards it, but the cat was calm. When the dog was within a yard, it turned round and sat quickly in the middle of the road. They stared at each other. After a while, Montmorency came back with his tail between his legs, and the cat continued to cross the road. George suggested that they ought to buy vegetables as they are good for health. They also bought a number of things like cakes, breads, etc. The shop boy tied the things and carried them to the boat. It was quite a procession as they walked down the street to the river bank. All the three friends hated steam launches and felt like destroying them. They hated the whistle of steam launches asking them to get out of the way. That days their boat became the main reason for the annoyance of steam launches. The narrator tells about the three ladies who got nervous whenever they see a steam launch, and they insist the narrator to wait till the steam launch get past. At Hanbiden, they ran out of water. They asked some water from the lock keeper. He said that they can take as much water as they want from the river. But the three friends denied it and moved to the other cottage. They got some water there, but the narrator was suspicious that the water was also taken from the river. Once they all wanted to drink tea, but there was short of water in the boat. Harris said that boiling will kill the germs present in the water. So they took some water from the river. When they were about to drink tea, they saw the dead body of a dog floating in the river. George and Harris didn't drink their tea, but the narrator had drunk half of his, but wished he had not. Once they stopped and sat on a meadow to have their lunch. Harris has trying to carve a beefsteak pie. He was in need of a spoon. George and Jerome turned around to find a spoon, but when they looked back to Harris, there was no one. They were not able to understand that where had Harris gone in just 5 seconds. Then they realized that he was sitting on an edge of a trench. Leaning a little back, he had fallen into it. He came out of it covered with mud. He suspected that George and narrator had planned it beforehand. Thank you. For more videos, please subscribe.